morning and welcome to ER Emotional Response. This is Ivory again, Life Coaching with Ink, bringing to you again topics on emotional response. I love that I was given the title Emotional Response because it has everything to do with maintaining your everyday living. And as soon as you get your responses intact, you become a little more saner. As soon as you get your responses intact, you become a little more successful. So before we go into another topic, I just want to dive into just the subject of emotional intelligence. Now, a lot of people take an IQ growing up to astute themselves to see if they're the smartest of the smart or the dumbest of the dumb. But even that test is fixed according to uh, demographics and nationalities and stuff. So when you look at certain tests, um, you can't be consumed about the rating and it actually dictating towards where you go, because there's some people that have low IQs that actually end up in college. There are some people that end up with high IQs that wouldn't take a course if you paid them. So let's not let testing be the pendulum on defining who or where you are in life. So when we talk about emotional intelligence, it's no step and ladder. It's no different planes. Well, you're this emotionally intelligent. You're this emotionally intelligent. You're on this level, and you're this emotionally intelligent. You're down here. It has nothing to do with levels. It has everything to do with sanity and just functioning in the full capacity of your emotional health. That's what it draws down to. So when you look at that, emotional intelligence has everything to do with understanding your emotions, why you feel the way you feel, understanding your emotions, why they were designed, understanding your emotions, taking away the negative connotations, because all feelings make you human. But what you do with those feelings actually categorize them into the negative or the positive. But the feeling itself is not a bad feeling. It's what you do with it. So then emotional intelligence also has to do with embracing reality too. Because there is a such thing as being delusional, being removed from what reality really is, going into situations and having a skewed understanding of what things and how things are going. So, emotional intelligence is something that we all work on, and it's actually something that you'll be working on for the rest of your life. Emotional intelligence is the part of you that is the biggest iceberg underneath the water. When you coasting through the Antarctic and you see little icebergs sticking out and you might see a slant. If you go underwater, the biggest part of that iceberg still remains, even though you don't see it. And so that's kind of what our emotions is. And so when we have them intact, when we have them managed, we can function a lot more better. When you don't have your emotions intact, it comes out in your business. It comes out in your relationships. It comes out in you just existing because you don't have it intact. When you walk past someone and they talking to themselves and they losing their mind and they slinging and everything like that, thank God. Because it only takes a second or a moment or a situation or experience to pull you out of your sanity. It only takes a moment for that experience to consume you and you not to manage your emotions and lose your mind. So thank God that you're at a place where you have the chance, the ability, the time to manage your emotions. Now, knowing that you had that time, that ability, that chance to manage your emotions, how do you manage them? You embrace them. Realize this is what's going on. You process them. This is where this came from. And you move forward. Now, it's always healthy when it comes to emotions that really get you consumed to step back and de-escalate the intensity of that emotion so you learn how to respond instead of react. Because sometimes a reaction can be a rippling effect of damage. And before you know it, you turn around and all this is damage. But had you had not reacted, certain things would not have occurred and continue to occur. So that's the difference. When you respond, you consider the consequences. You consider how you feel. You consider when you feel a bad feeling about that feeling and you want to do something bad, you consider, okay, will it be as beneficial to me? And will it be as beneficial if I do the right thing? So these type of things have to be in process. And when you process these things, so you get to a place where you understand you more than anybody else in the world. And that is emotional intelligence. But that comes with time. That comes sometimes with waking up a half an hour early before your kids wake up and just spending time with yourself. That comes with, before you go to bed, just having time to process. That comes, a situation is going on, just going mute and not responding. Well, of course, that initial thing would be reacting because it'd be reacting. But what I'm telling you is stepping back and just allowing yourself to respond is way more effective than reacting once the situation is going on. Anger is always going to be there. You're going to feel like punching somebody. But the difference in emotional management, emotional intelligence, emotional wellness is, though you feel like punching them, you're not going to do it. And if you get provoked to an extent that you feel compelled to do it, then it's a certain thing. If there's a rhyme and reason, like some wrong actions can be justified if they're put to there. If someone's pushing you and pushing you and pushing you and pushing you, you get to a point where you have to react. Because now there's no chance for you to sit back and wait and respond. So some circumstances call for that. And even with those circumstances, you do have the advantage point to call someone a confidant, someone to vent to before you lose your mind, before all hell breaks out. Confidants, close companions, someone to filter your thoughts and emotions through is very effective and only leads to better emotional wellness, emotional intelligence. Again, there's no planes, there's no levels, there's no peaks. Someone's not up here, someone's not down there. It's about moving and thriving in life in a healthy way that you're sane and you're operating out of the full capacity of your emotional wellness. That's emotional intelligence. So when you look at those things, feel good about being human. Feel good about having emotions. Feel good about having one of the most powerful machines in the world, a brain, to categorize, process, and label certain things. Feel good about that. And then move forward in the process of having emotional wellness. Because the flip side, being delusional, being insane, being all over the place, an emotional basket case, as Erykah Badu said, a bag lady. There are men that are men bag ladies. You don't want to be that person. So let's walk on this journey through emotional wellness. Let's gain emotional intelligence so that we can be better, more saner, more effective, more impacting in our companies and our business and our careers and our passions, that our personal life is managed so we don't have to worry about it leaking and bleeding through things, and then we have to explain different things. So before I just felt like I needed to break that down so no one astutes themselves higher than someone else because they have emotional intelligence. We're all a work in progress. Some need more work. Others just need to maintain the work that they're doing. But we're all a work in progress. So I'm excited about talking about this with you because it's only going to make our journey better. The episodes are only going to get better because you can always go back to this, listen, replay, play over again, and think about everything and become a better person. This is Emotional Response with Ivory, Life Coaching with Ink, this Tuesday morning. Have a beautiful day, and I look forward to talking to you on Thursday, where we actually start the new topic. Tune in. With love. Have a good day.